hours ago, I saw somebody comment that game two of the NBA Finals between the New York Knicks and who the fuck are they playing again? Nah, I know. Game two of the NBA Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks is tomorrow. Now, I was like, no, it's not because this is an NBA Finals and they usually get 2 days of rest between game one and two. And just to confirm, even though I know what's going on, right? I went online and looked up NBA Finals games. And I saw, okay, Saturday, I was right. Well, I come back now, 3 hours later or so, and see a bunch of fucking messages from Reddit. People telling me slash r slash confidently incorrect, saying, "Oh no, there is a game on Friday," and I'm like, "What? What's going on?" And I look now. There's a game on Friday, and I'm like, "I know for sure." I checked literally before it said Saturday. There is a game. No, there was no game Friday, but now when I look, I'm like, okay, now game five is on next Saturday. But what are the odds that I saw game five being Friday? I mean, being Saturday, right? Even though I saw game one and then I saw Saturday, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. So that's how quickly you can shift timelines. Because I was in a timeline where the game there was no game Friday. There was no games on Friday or tomorrow. There was a game on Saturday. So now I slip in a timeline where there is a game tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay. That must have fucking switched me timelines. It's easy. Like you could go out for a walk and everything switches. So just to reiterate the point, I made a comment saying that there was going to be no game two tomorrow of the New York Knicks. It was Saturday, and I even checked, right? Because again, the last three NBA finals, they always had 2 days of rest between game one and game two. Always had 2 games of rest between game one and game two. So I was going off of that, and I still looked online, and then I saw game one, and then I saw game two Saturday, posted my comment. 3 hours later, now I'm in a dimension or a timeline where I'm wrong. And people are telling me, no, you're wrong, confidently incorrect. It's actually a game on Friday. And I'm like, what? I literally just looked. So again, what are the odds that I looked and it said game one and then game two Saturday? But no, now game two, what I now my brain, what people are gonna logically say is like, oh no, you actually saw game five being Saturday, maybe. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. How quickly the timeline now it feels like some Mandela effect. I was like, wait a minute. How can it be that there's a finals game and there's only 1 day of rest? Now the thinking mind is going boom. And again, I had to, and you know how I know I switched timelines? Because I asked Gemini, the AI, to run me the last 10 NBA finals and do me like a spreadsheet or so. I didn't say all that. I said, get the dates for the NBA finals, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I had some Mandela effect and it said, I can't do that. And I was on a guest account, so I logged into my actual account on another phone, said the same question, and the AI was like, I can't do that. Let me see if I can pull it up. So now Gemini, and this is how I know I switched timelines. When I talk to the AI and the AI is bugging. So I had to talk to Claude, my nigga Claude, the Russian. And then he was like, oh yeah, you're right, nigga. Because Claude, I switch it up here and there because you can't keep using the same AI. This is how you get in traps. Every time you use the same trick, look, I'm gonna show you. So I'm not lying to you guys. Look, can we have some? Can you pull up the last 10 NBA Finals and the dates? Don't mind my phone. I smashed it when I got shot. The Gears fans, they only have to, yeah, I made a typo. Sorry, something went wrong. And I will show you the one on this phone that I made. It was like the same thing, but I'm here right now, so I can't. So let me see the comments. I subscribe to you. Charlotte's Keeper. Uh, Olivia the Queen. What hard? You said. What did you say is hard? I guess they all left. But thank you for subscribing. Uh, if it looks like I'm intense, it's because I was sun gazing. Let me talk about sun gazing for a second. I literally sun gaze like this. Motherfucker said you're gonna get cancer. Look at my eyes. Every time I hear some bullshit like that, let me remove this comment. Every time some motherfucker says some bullshit about the sun, like, oh, it gives you cancer, oh, you'll stare at the sun, I know it's bullshit. Now, I'm not telling you to go like this, like me, because you might not have the melanin to look at the sun, but this is why motherfuckers have eyelashes. So if you can't stand the sun, this shit gives you light still, like it blocks most of the light. You don't have to sun gaze like this. But what's gonna happen is when you start sun gazing, your eyes are actually gonna and everything is gonna seem dark. You're not going blind. What's happening is you're noticing that there's shadows everywhere. You're being illuminated, and then what's gonna happen is you're gonna rebound that light towards everything, and then things are gonna start getting lighter and lighter. But at first, you might have like a spot. That's your pineal gland getting activated. They say, "Oh, you're going blind." I mean, you should be blind. Who the fuck wants to be in this fucking world? That must be my neighbor commenting on all this gay shit. Shout out to y'all. Anyways, that's how quickly you can switch timelines and shit. Don't come to my channel with some uh, homoerotic comments. Homoerotic. Erotic? Homoerotic. By the way, there's no such thing as homophobia. Nobody's scared of homos. Phobia means fear. I see that word get thrown a lot. Oh, this person's homophobic. I keep saying people that they're using language to imprint something on you. They're secretly saying that you fear them. And they're using that as a weapon, astrally, magically. So even if you don't care that they call you homophobic, they could theoretically use the fact that they just call you homophobic and now in the astral world send a psychic attack because you fear them. And if you know anything about magic, it works based on your fear. And it doesn't matter if you actually fear it in the physical realm, because they could create a version of you that fears it because you're homophobic. They just label you homophobic. This is why words are very, war is bond. You ever heard people say war is bond? The words that you speak bind you into a contract. That's why you shouldn't speak careless unless you're me, because I'm the only one that is allowed to talk and not get in trouble because I got high magic. I don't know what the fuck. But anyways, like for example, I mentioned one date like a month ago, and niggas went crazy. They had to like reverse it with some shit, and I was like, oh, this shit really works. That not most people are gonna act like nothing happened, but in the astral they're panicking. They're like, why would he say that date? So now they're questioning why would he just with, you know what I mean? That's how this shit work. The same thing. I was just walking this bitch in her house, right? Like one of the neighbors says something about this black dude that lives over there as I was walking, but she said it in Spanish. It's El Moreno. And I'm like, I acted like I didn't hear it. I could have talked to her and shit. I was like, okay, let me see. They're Mexican or some shit like that. So I know they do magic and shit. And then I went and came back and did another thing. And I heard them talking again. I'm like, oh, okay, they're definitely talking about me. So I let them know I speak Spanish by saying something in Spanish, but not really talking to them. And I think, yeah, like my even though they didn't say specifically me, the fact that they said a black nigga while I was walking, it meant that it was towards me. And these old bitches know how to do like sometimes they be saying some shit. Like let's say you wear red sneakers, right? And maybe there's somebody else wearing red sneakers. Now they know that you're wearing red sneakers, so they casually are gonna mention that fucker that has red sneakers, but they're actually talking about you. They do that all the time. Let me look up this bitch real quick. I just took some souls today. I hate when people try to like use fear against you, right? So this motherfucker's neighbors trying to instill fear in me. At first, motherfucker wanted to call the cops. Then this dude called his boyfriend or gang member, I don't know, trying to scare me. Then I went back in my room, acting like I was scared or something, and then I wasn't acting, but I acted like I just left. But then as soon as I saw him, I went downstairs, and then they were didn't do anything. So these gangsters, all they do is talk. When they don't have a gun and when they don't have a group of people, when a man stands up to them, all they can do is talk. And this happened in 101 Lincoln Street in Jersey City, New Jersey. And guess what? After that, I didn't leave the house because I was like, okay, I don't know if they're gonna set me up or something. But then I left the house. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. Nothing. Walked around the areas where they usually hang out. Nothing. Because Jersey City is my city. And unless I'm sleeping or drugged or something, or these niggas can't do shit. Because I'm a fucking sun god. Nobody's watching. Anyways. I know it says zero people, but I know people are watching and shit. So it's oh no. Oh no. I am dead. Let me see. No comments. It's 15 minutes. I'm out of shit. Look at my rollie. Look at my goalie. But yeah, I guess it's a game tomorrow now. Fuck it.